This game was made on the land of the Wurundjeri, the Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded. Colonial violence never stopped. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and deals with mental health issues. These include, but are not limited to, anxiety, depression, dissociation, and suicidal ideation. So, yes, I was wondering what game we would play next, and, Grungo picked this out of the pile, so, could be an eye-opening experience. Let's give it a go. Controls? Okay, standard. Oh, there's a full screen. I guess we'll just figure with this for now. Right. You Will Not Remain is a short game intended to be played in one sitting. There's no saving. Okay. Where am I? It's time to wake up. Oh, there I am. Again. How many more agains will you have? How long have you been here? Does it matter? Suppose you should do different voices for them. I think this game has something to do with the end of the world? Maybe? I am uncertain. Okay.
The leaves are drooping. You should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. You still have plenty of grounds and instant when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. Making it is as much ritual as it is comfort. You cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hands make around porcelain. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier.
Okay. Let's see what the television has to say.
Channel after channel of nothing. Is it getting bigger, or was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not, and haven't been for some time. We've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things.
Okay. Looks like we are in an apocalypse then.
There's not much else to do. You could walk circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed.
Oh. Bark bark.
Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You would have surely heard it before this. You better go see what it is, just in case. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you?
You can do this, come on.
Like saying the words will help. Just do it. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside.
It's only down the hall, you can do this.
There's something wrong with this apartment. Is that a dog? Doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin, skin stretched tight across ribs, long body or bones and hard angles.
Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Oh, we got a dog. That's cheering. That's things getting better.
That's right.
Oh wait, that's me. That's right. Everything is okay. Sorry, I'm having Grungo help out with the narration here. Ignore the me mouth moving when I'm when he's talking. It's I should add in a function for this. Do you want to come with me? Is that a yes? Oh.
The dog jumps forwards before you can react. Brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face.
But down.
It drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of the mouth, bisected by wickedly sharp teeth.
Well, it's this way, I guess. Anything to loot around here? No?
You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness.
I mean, there's a hand on the window. That's
No bed, no chairs, no life. How did this dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it will be like nothing has ever been here at all. The dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air.
bark. Just a little further.
The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall.
Glad to see you like it. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to get to sleep.
Murph?
Bed. I guess you're sleeping with me. Well, you know, it's good to have a buddy during the apocalypse.
You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath lulling you to sleep.
Okay, this is...
You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelled of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. This is a dream. If only things were that easy.
radio static.
No.
Stay.
No. You can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened.
Stay inside.
Please. No.
Ooh. That's, some bad shiz happened. Whew. Okay, I'm up. Nothing traumatic in my sleep. It's certainly one way to be woken up.
You can't complain though. Not when it saved you from... Right, you have a dog now. A very strange looking dog. You water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something.
Okay. Feed a dog.
You get it water and then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately toward the food. It's eating so fast you barely see it chew.
You better not throw that up. No, you got a dog. You got a dog. That's, brighter today, then? You make coffee.
Oh wait, you make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle a cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. This time something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter all the way down.
Are you hungry? Lucky we don't have any neighbors.
Well, you fed the dog, may as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stove top. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. You've already fed the dog. What do they want?
You want to leave? Okay, you're the boss. Right, I guess it's easier to...
It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside.
Where are we going? Hold your horses. You've never been up here.
Oh, it's... You're worried if you stare too long you might fall in. The dog stares at you, imploring. For a moment its eyes flash violent? No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog.
Throw the ball. Message received. Yay!
You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday. At least one of them. Maybe even all of them.
I think that's enough for one day. We can come back tomorrow. Well, here's hoping the dog doesn't try to kill me, and also that the dog doesn't die horrendously or something. But, doesn't seem like the sort of game that has, those happy endings. Didn't take you long to figure out home.
The dog looks proud of itself.
Okay then. You're
so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? You can't remember.
I'm sorry, I think that's all I have for today. I guess this is my life now. Yep. Some kind of horrific eldritch gas destroyed everything. I suppose. Hey. You crawl
under the covers. You still haven't washed them, not since. The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected seeing as it's skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. You wish this was over.
Back to the radio again. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Oh, we're not talking about gas.
Silence, no sound, no thought. You type in her number into your phone, you know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. It rings out. You try again and again and again. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself.
Don't let anyone in. That isn't already inside.
She has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs just in time. Just in time.
Well, we lost someone. I mean, that was obvious. Okay. Okay, I'm up. Let's try not to overwater the plant, so we'll leave it for now. And feed a dog. Here you go.
You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. First things first, coffee. You make it, hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, pouring in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some.
What's your name?
You can't keep calling them dog after all.
That's very helpful. How about Rex? Marble? Marble sink? Gas stove? Not good at naming. Okay, Shank. Lambshank? Lambshank? Really? Alright, you're the boss.
The newly named Lambshank looks absurdly pleased with himself.
Fine. Okay, well, let's just look out into the abyss of horror that's spawned, I guess, swarms of not people. Maybe. Okay. Off the dog goes. Ra-pa-pa-pa-pa. I can sympathize with the fear they have of going outside. Well. Yep. Well. To an extent. Morgan has a bigger issue with it, but, I can manage.
The sky is... it's there. Don't think about it.
Okay, so the sky came crashing down then. Is that a phoenix? Looks a bit like a bird. The wing and the sort of skull head. Bit like a horse skull. I am overthinking. Play catch. Hata!
How long has it been since you became stuck here? Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months or years and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like. The way their skin feels, how the muscles in their backs shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough.
Time to get back. Well, it's a schedule. Sort of daily grind. Oh, got that food.
You should eat something. But maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Was it 5 days?
Do you think I should eat Lambshank? Okay, good call.
You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stove top.
I'm coming.
You and Lambshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift off to sleep.
Oh boy.
Who'd do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works.
Don't look at the sky.
The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky?
We're going to look at the sky. This is going to go well. Going to go very well. Okay, no, it's just seeing what has already happened.
It's... how? Hurts to look at it. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things? You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home, and everything will be the way it was.
Check that radio again. This is your public service announcement.
The voice is robotic, clinical and detached, while the world forever changes.
Do not let anyone in that comes from outside, for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside.
No.
Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from the outside. We repeat, people from the outside are displaying signs. Oh, I forgot to water the plant. Oh, I should have watered the plant. I was worried that I was over watering it.
Predictable. It's gone. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do.
Remember to feed the dog? No?
You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. It's time to feed Lambshank. You fill up the food bowl.
Getting more depressed.
Lambshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here, more alien.
We brought in Lambshank, didn't we? And we weren't meant to. He is one of them. It's typical. Well,
Lambshank has decided it's time for fetch.
on we go. Throw that ball around. Yay, joy!
Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all, finished. But you have Lambshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wood and nails as you claw yourself out.
No, boy.
No, you'll stay here. For however long that is. However long.
Time to go, Lambshank. We. Boy, howdy. Wonder what is over this way. That was the creepy house. There's the exit. Okay. Time for bed?
Huh? That's weird. You can hear something.
It's the radio. Hello?
What?
Is anyone there?
No, you're imagining things. It's not possible. Can't be.
Oh. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay.
Are you? Lambshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours. Scared. You've never seen him like this before. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. You pet Lambshank, fingers running down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. So tired. What should you do?
This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you.
Wait, what?
Please let me in.
She's here. She's safe. She's...
Do not let them in. They will hurt you. You have to let me in. We repeat, they will hurt you.
You're at the door, unable to open it. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in. You do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else, like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself, like someone else would watch you.
Please, I'm so scared.
So are you. White noise. White. You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to?
Not safe. The screaming starts.
The screaming starts. You're brittle and this is what breaks you.
I'm up, Lambshank, I'm up.
Is anything real? Is anything real? Is anything real? Real or not, you need to feed Lambshank.
I think there's a plant growing into the house. I think those are vines. You fill up the food bowl.
Oh, you fill up the food bowl. Is anything real? Is anything real? That is the question.
Hush you. Okay, so let's see. Well, you know what is real? Catch. Catch is real. I think. Should be. I'd like to see the day when evil fog can imitate the power of throwing a ball. Can't. Hasn't got the arm strength. The necessary muscles.
If this is real, does it mean anything?
Throwing a bit farther.
And what's worse, that this isn't real, or that it is and means nothing at all? You can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelt, can't recall how she fit within these spaces.
Time to go, Lambshank. Give yourself some food, maybe?
Not a chance.
You pull back the covers to get into... Oh,
You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep.
attention citizens. Oh, never mind. News, maybe that's good news. Maybe. Attention citizens, the city has fallen. That's enough, Lambshank. In the coming months, we will be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lambshank, we might be able to leave. Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... buzzed. Lambshank, what's wrong?
Lambshank looks nervously around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio.
We will tell you when it's safe to leave. It's okay, let's go to bed. Everything is going to be okay. Yeah, they're not going to allow animals. Get under the covers. For the first time, Lambshank doesn't join you.
Anything but this. You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor.
We repeat, do not let anything in.
The screaming continues, on, and time passes and stops and starts, the radio cracking in and out of life, the screams softening, please getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise, nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. You wake slowly. You're used to Lambshank acting as an alarm or wagging tail when doggy kisses. He's across the room staring out the balcony at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know.
Feed the dog. Feed the dog.
You fill the bowl, but Lambshank doesn't come running.
Lambshank, food time.
He ignores you.
Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. Grab a coffee?
No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over, like something is trying to escape alive. You leave it, the cup strangely lonely when filled to the brim.
Well, I got an achievement. Hey! Okay. The pickup zone is... It's time to go. Let's look outside. Yep, this is going to go well. You'll never see this.
You'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing?
Well, we could fit in a little bit of catch, right? Nope. Okay, no catch then. Okay. Ra-pa-pa-pa-pa.
What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls, outside the city? Do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skin, soft hands, soft hearts? Will they now be as foreign to you as the sky? There it is, the door.
Come on, Lambshank. Okay.
There was a time where, slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, and the few that remained with you, but you could hear them. Human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. Pull down one of the boards.
Hush, Lambshank.
The noise had been comforting, but you weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taking their chances in the city, falling around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage, every day played out again and again until you pull down a second board.
Dog is very unhappy with all this. You get a bad feeling about what happens to dogs. Lambshank, that's enough.
You've never yelled at Lambshank before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. Pull down the final board. Beginning and an end, you think? You'd been the one to put them here? A reminder to never leave as the city's siren song promised an escape. You lay your hands on the floor, palms sweaty against the cool glass.
Lambshank, you ready?
He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. You pull a key from your pocket, fit it to the lock, turn the handle.
Oh, that is some nasty barking. Lambshank dashes forward, closing his mouth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backward away from the door. Swear word. Lambshank. Bark, bark. Lambshank, what's going on?
Every part of Lambshank looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peel back from gleaming teeth as saliva drips from the maw, gaping impossibly wide enough to swallow someone whole.
Lambshank.
Knock, knock. No.
Knock, 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 knock.
No.
It can't. Well... It's a dilemma. Kiss.
Better not.
Okay, well, I got an achievement for that. Yay!
Inside. You're inside again. What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food. Leftovers were leftovers you'd served still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door?
Oh. Oh, it was the thing luring people. Okay. Lambshank happily devours the food. Oh.
Lambshank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl.
Thank you, Lambshank.
He jumps on the spot, proud to have protected you.
Really, I mean it. Hold your horses. Okay, so, theoretically that means that Lambshank just protected us from the eldritch horror outside.
Can you just go back to this in-between life of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Nothing. Tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lambshank was right to be afraid. Nothing. You're not sure what you expected.
Well, okay. I was expecting Lambshank to be like a mutant or something like that, but, seems that, yeah, it seems like, he protected us from the, mist of doom. Playing a fetch.
You've gotten used to that violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied, if such a thing is possible. It's not roiling in the clouds, instead breathing slowly around the tips of the skyscrapers. The longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones.
Okay, so some kind of massive eldritch abomination then.
Is this it? Is this everything? Is this where you must remain?
Well, that was You Will Not Remain. The game by these people. Just, yeah, that was, some heavy but very interesting stuff. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, 50 minutes. This is a bit longer than I was expecting, but a bit too short to be put in half, I guess. I hope everyone else enjoyed this. Yes, this was an interesting game, and nice that the dog was on our side, and indeed we never lost the dog. Not quite sure what else to say about it. It explained itself very well. It was a good little experience. See if maybe you play it and see if you can keep the plant alive. Mayhaps you will do better than I. But until you try that, and until we bring forth more games for individuals to watch and enjoy, we hope you have enjoyed the show. Stay safe, remain happy, and do enjoy the rest of your day.